Great weekend.
Adrena, you said you was got storms. Where you stay? 'Cause I ain't getting nothing in my house.
And that's what I was hearing. Like downtown, it was very windy. Even driving, because I live on the south side currently. Um, but driving into the city, as I was passing Langford Parkway, going up 75 North, the wind was so strong, and it was running like maybe 10 miles, 15 miles an hour at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Right. It moved my car. I was like, and I know good and well. But then I had forgotten that moment about like the 18 wheelers that it had tossed over on their sides in like Missouri and states like that, with how the storm conditions affected like the Midwest and all that. So if it can push an 18 wheeler over, it can push over my Nissan, obviously. So that, I was fine and all that, got myself stable or whatever. And then at the stadium overnight, there was like a lot of like lightning and stuff like that, and all of downtown, etc. And the rain, it was raining sideways. It was a lot. It was a lot.
Yeah. That sounds crazy. All right. Well, look, it's 10:05. Let's get this thing started. Welcome everybody to the Monday morning marketing meeting. I'm your host, Nick Love. Like me, love me, follow me right here on Fanbase. We do this call every single Monday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And like I said, I'm very appreciative of all y'all that continue to join us week to week. As the call implies, we talk about marketing, concept, strategies, ideas, things to get your creative juices flowing for the day, the week, the month, the rest of the year. We are midway through March. I hope March is treating you guys well. And I hope that that's what we're able to talk about today on today's call. Luckily, I don't have to do this call by myself. I'm joined by some of my smart, amazing, brilliant, funny, handsome, beautiful, successful friends who are up here. Shouts out to Duran for the text he just sent me. I can't wait till he announces that to everybody. That's a big deal. And to have like cool people like Duran and others on this call, it only makes us all better across the board. So I'm appreciative of all of y'all in the audience and on the stage week to week, man. For real, for real. Before we get into today's call, I need y'all to do a couple things for me. Hit the top, hit that campfire button at the top, right hand side of your screen. It's the log and the fire icon up there is green. Hit that, join the camp. That is how you find out when we are starting these calls, if you are not already a part of it. And go to the bottom right hand side of the screen, and there's an arrow. Share the room. Let people know that we are in here and that we are about to get started. I'm doing it as we speak, so we can all kind of do it together. And tell the world, like I said, we're about to get this combo started. Isaac, before we get into today's topic, any updates on Fanbase we need to know about?
Well, you got to eat breakfast. What's up? Good morning, everybody. We're almost at 10.6 million raised. I think that's pretty much it. We launched we launched moderation on the app, and that's going to help with the algorithm. So I'm excited about that. Other than that, we at work. We got a lot of work to do. We're on the infrastructure move, so bug fixing and getting the app ready for Flicks and all these other things that we're upgrading. So we're just working. It's gonna be it's a lot of work going into it.
Dope. So good stuff. Um, all right, so today's topic, guys. There's two things that I wanted to implement at least once a quarter this year. And one of them is more of a like a ask me anything, or not even ask me anything, ask us anything. My people up are up on the stage, my regular host, co-host that I do this thing with. I want to start doing a ask me anything type of conversation at least once a quarter. So every 3 months we'll do that. But today I want to give everybody an opportunity to brag about their businesses. All of us are working on some cool stuff or doing some cool stuff. Either we've been doing it for a while or we just started doing it. And a lot of times when I go through the chat, I'll see people be like, oh, they'll mention something. I'm like, damn, come up on the stage and say that. Or, that thing that you do kind of applies to what we're talking about. And a lot of times, I think some people want to talk about their businesses, but maybe the topic of that day doesn't apply and they don't want to feel like they just kind of interjecting and doing some shameless marketing. But today I really want to do shameless marketing. I want to give everybody, or everybody that's willing, I don't necessarily, you ain't got to do it, but I want to give everybody an opportunity to get on stage and talk about what they're doing. If you have a business that the rest of us can support, spend money with, your product, patronize your business, utilize your service, whatever that is. I would like to know what that is. I'm sure that there's somebody on this call that could benefit what you do. And I just want to take advantage of that. There's too many smart people on this call, too many successful people on this call to not do so. So I will start with my people up on the stage. Again, if you got something, y'all know what I do. I'm in the music business and I do street team marketing as well. I have a street team that goes out and helps, local businesses promote their businesses. We do we distribute flyers. We do poster sniping. We do all the old school drills as far as getting the word out, hand to hand distribution, having picket signs. We do all of that stuff. Got a large street team that does a lot of work in the city. We do corporate stuff. We do music stuff. We do entertainment stuff. We do a little bit of everything. And I have a digital billboard truck. So if anybody's looking for a mobile billboard to kind of move around the city, I do that as well. And I'm trying to think. I do so much stuff. It's kind of hard we be here all day going through everything I do. But that's the bulk of what I do. I'm a marketing guy at my core. So that's kind of how this call started. But now that I've kind of thrown myself out there, anybody who could utilize my services or who needs to, take advantage of what I do, hit me up. You can DM me here on Fanbase or reach out to me in whatever form and get with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm always looking for new clients, and hell, might look like I'm gonna have a client this evening. So that's me. And so now
Nick,
everybody, yo,
I want Dre Davis to go. Dre, can you hear me? Is Dre there?
Yeah, I'm here.
there you go. Yeah.
I want Dre got to brag about his music. Dre got it's a stressful job, but it's a really cool job. Like Dre been doing it for how long you been doing tour management, Dre?
Oh, I thought you meant the stressful job was working with you at Fanbase. Oh, my bad. Nah, I'm just playing. What's up, everybody? I'm Dre Davis. And thank you, Nick. Thank you, Nick, for this opportunity, and thank you for sharing exactly what it is that you do, because I don't think a lot of people really understood, how much blood, sweat, and tears you put into what it is that you do.
Sure.
But once again, I'm in the music industry as well. Since 2001, really 1998, I've been a tour manager for a lot of different recording artists, and I am super blessed to have worked with a lot of artists over the years. So that's what I do. So if you're out there and you have an artist that you represent and they need to go on the road and they need production, the biggest of the biggest to the smallest of the smallest, we can do scales of stadiums. We can do, whatever, large fields. We can do club dates, whatever it takes to get the show done. That's what I do. So hit me at Dre Davis and follow me if you have something that we can partner on.
Dre, that's not good enough.
Oh snap! What do you need me to say, sir?
You got to give the clientele who you tour manager for. You got a laundry list of who's who. You got to give everybody a name, man.
Brag about your business.
Brag about it.
That's right, Dre.
All right. Let me figure out how to do that, because I'm a humble bragger. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the very first artist. His name was Sam Salter. Rest in peace, Sam. Sam was incredible. He was a great
Rest
friend.
in peace, Sam.
Yeah, if you guys never heard of Sam Salter, he was on LaFace Records. He gave me my first shot, and I made $100 a show. And he did maybe 40 shows a year, so it wasn't a lot of money, but that's how I got my break. And that started after that. I did Soleil. After that, Blue Cantrell. After that, The Dream, Bone Thugs and Harmony, DJ Quick, Salt and Pepper, Estelle, Jacob Lattimore, Lotto, Offset, Lil Baby, Scarface, DJ Quick, Keisha Cole, K Michelle, Estelle, Seven Streeter. Guys, Brandy and Monica, they're doing a tour in October, so make sure you guys get your tickets. It hasn't been announced yet, but that's my next big tour that I'm working on. Tink, G Herbo, the list goes on and on. So
yes, sir.
That's what I do. And yeah, thank you guys. I never really told a lot of people that, but that's my history, and it's a lot more people. But yeah, guys, I've been doing this for a minute, and it's been very exciting.
All right, so
that's enough right there. That's enough. That's enough, man.
Wow.
after that humble brag, how do you feel? Do you feel better? Did it make you feel like you a little lighter on your feet now that you got the brag?
A little lighter, man, but the story, it's like the story too, man. Like, that's one part of it, but I've been blessed to be a part of like so many dope things. Like I had, liquor marketing as well. And that's kind of how I got started too with Hypnotic. I brought Hypnotic to Atlanta and I brought Nuvo to Atlanta. So those were like two massive
Yep.
things that changed my life. So
That's how
to
I
be
met Dre, through Nuvo.
yeah, so being able to combine the music and two very prominent, liquors that kind of really hit the market very hard and kind of changed the marketing game of how you promote alcohol and how you get it to the masses has been a treat.
That's lit. I had to do that because Dre be real quiet, but he dope, man. That's why we work together.
Good say.
Facts.
Shout out to Dre.
Hey, and for anybody else, Dre said something at the beginning that I know a lot of us feel. It's like it's weird talking about yourself. And
It
that's why I
is.
wanted to do it. And that,
It is, Nick.
I find it hard to talk about myself often. You know what I'm saying? Like because the hardest question in the world for me is always, well, what you working on, or what do you do? Because I do 80 things. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of depends on the setting, who I'm around, who I'm talking to, how comfortable I am. So that it gets weird, announcing your stuff. So I know, some people in the audience as well as people on stage might feel a little uncomfortable doing it, but again, give it your best shot. And again, if you're not comfortable, it's all good. Everybody on the stage don't have to speak, but I do want to give this floor to everybody else because you're usually listening to us talk all the time, and I want to
Nick,
get more and more people up here on stage and talk about your shit.
You got to go to Yeezy University. He'll teach you how to talk about yourself in context.
you ain't never lied about that.
But no, so yeah, it's interesting because I think that I spend so much time helping people. A lot of people don't really get the opportunity to learn a little bit about my background. So for those who haven't learned about my background, I'm sure you know my loud voice because I'm always running it. But I'm from Detroit. I was born in Chicago, so I like to say I was Chicago made me, Detroit raised me, and LA paid me. And I'm a super Midwest guy. So when I first moved to Los Angeles, it was difficult because we're super loud in the Midwest. I'm sure a lot of you know about the Chirac guys. That was my birth turf, and I'm sure a lot of you all know about the 313 boys where I was actually raised. So I can't help but be loud. But my background is actually in software engineering. I actually do software engineer regularly. I don't do it too much for my company, but I still like to keep my skills sharp. Same with my wife. She's sitting next to me. We're headed somewhere this early this morning, but also I'm a musician. So that's the thing I think a lot of people find surprising. So I'm a DJ. I play the drums, play the piano, play the guitar. I spent all of my first part of my life in music. I thought I was going to be Jay-Z's DJ. Like my goal was to be someone, and it's interesting because Scarface is my cousin, but I wanted to be Jay-Z's DJ. But also I learned how to program at the age of 13. I went to a school called Malcolm X Academy in Detroit, Michigan, where the Nation of Islam was started. They had a lot of schools in Detroit. One of those schools being the school that I attended, and they taught us about computer science. I had a class called Business Solutions and Technology. So I never thought that I would mix music and technology together. So around 2012, probably like 2011, I went to the labels and I said, I want to do a streaming service. And they was like, you're a kid. You have no idea how this works. Spotify had been launched in the US yet, but I showed them the idea that we were working on. It was desktop at this time. It wasn't even a mobile app. And they were like, we're going to give you a shot. We like it. But I didn't have the money. We had to pay like $10 million up front just to get the license to the music from the big three labels. But what I did get was a lot of information. So I can literally write a book on how to start a streaming service like Spotify because of the shit that I had to go through for that first 4 years with the actual record companies. The great part about it is we're going full circle with the service. We are going to be launching Yummy Music sometime next year. So everything I sold the initial assets in that technology, but the agreement that we signed, it has since lapsed because it's been so much time. And we're gonna do what we wanted to do with the music app first and put it inside of what we did with Yummy. We're just calling it Yummy Music. So I'm super excited about that. Now, next month, we're going to be making a really big announcement here on Fanbase. It's probably going to be the most important announcement for Black people ever. And you guys are probably like, oh, there you go again. But trust me, for my wife and I, we can't announce it now because we're going through the SEC process. But I can say we just closed on a $12.5 million round for our company. What I can't say is at what valuation, but we will be announcing that next month around April 20th. And the reason we are not announcing it now because we kind of want to announce it when we do the version 2 release of Yummy. We're going to do the whole thing at the same time. but it's a really big family office. It's a super huge, aggressive valuation. So all of the shit that I talk to you guys, the reason why I say a lot of this stuff to you guys, because I'm silently practicing it in the background. So I run a tech company, and this is how I explain it, Nick. So maybe find a way for you to be able to explain yourself. All of my time is spent through an 80-20 rule. 80% of my time is on my tech company. 10% of my time is on my family office with my wife. That's Savada State Trust. Savada is just Davis in reverse, so it's our second last name. And 10% is spent, 5% is spent on my personal assets, stuff I do outside of my marriage without my wife, and that's very small stuff. And the other 5% is spent on recreational time because I am a father of 8, and my wife and I will be having our 9th child in October. She's 2 months pregnant now. So it's just an 80-20 rule. As much as I talk about, as much as I do, the core of what I do is technology. Now, having said that, notwithstanding, I don't talk about my company on this platform because I think it's a bit of a distraction whereby I'm here to actually help Isaac grow his platform. But a lot of people that know me personally or had the opportunity to be in my rooms, they kind of know that I actually run a technology company. Now, my day job, when I'm not on these apps, it's super tech for me. I'm speaking at conferences, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 people. I'm super deep in the technology area inside of Los Angeles, was super deep in technology in Detroit before I departed. But that's my background. Again, next month, we're going to make a super big announcement. Preferably, we can make one of them in the Monday morning marketing room. I've already told Nick what it was, so he knows already. And we're super excited about that. We had our head down, being super quiet about what we had going on for a very long time because I spent more of my time actually supporting other people. But now it's time for me to really go super strong and focus on what I have going on with my family and my businesses. So that's my background. If I had to sum it up in one word, I'm a musician first. It's just that people met me as a business person, but at the core, I'm a musician. And a lot of that stuff is going to come out as well when my wife and I launch our podcast next month. I'm going on mute.
Hey, there it is. There it is. And that, my
Well,
friends, is a class on how to talk about your shit. Y'all heard
word.
it. Go for it. Who else?
I'll go.
Well, oh, go ahead.
Good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
So I usually talk about it sometimes, like how I work in live entertainment and working in concerts. But just breaking it down, I am a tour and lighting director, lighting designer, production manager. I work in live music, live conferences. I do backline, which is musical instruments and setting all of that stuff up. These past 5 years, I have been touring. My second tour was with Dre. I subbed with G Herbo back in 21, and that's when I got on fan base thanks to Dre. And then I worked with him again doing lighting for Gorilla on the Lil Baby tour. So I've worked with, I don't usually like to, like Dre said, like brag, kind of humble about it, but I'm a flex because that's what the room is. Currently, I'm working with Jeff Bradshaw. I just booked the Lettucey tour. That is May 28th to June 29th. Y'all get y'all tickets. I've worked with Meek Mill, and I've traveled the world. And Meek Mill and Busta Rhymes, countries, Saudi Arabia, Johannesburg, Germany, Cayman Islands, Canada, and the US. And I actually am growing into a production manager. So that's really what I wanted to do. Lighting was just a way to help get me there and learn the skills that I need. But I always started as a production manager, stage manager, and now I have my first production manager event in the Gardens a couple weeks ago with Jeff Bradshaw. And then I just started my first like real quote unquote job working with Events CC as a production coordinator. So this segue into through production, these moves that I've been making, it's growing. It's so much more. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention on my podcast, What's Up Roadie, where we're focusing on live entertainment professionals and our mental health and equity within the industry and what that looks like. So I gotta give a shout out to Gary for helping me with this as we prep for season 5 and connecting with people. But that's in a nutshell what I do.
All right, real quick, I'm gonna do mine, yo.
And I got next.
I'm the first black man to come up with a lemonade flavored vodka based out of Atlanta. I know we just came out of Black History Month, so I wanted to throw that out there. But you can purchase my product online. The link is in the bio. It's a lemonade flavored vodka, super smooth, best lemonade vodka in the world. And that's it. That's all. If you in Georgia, we all over the state, all over the city. You can cop from the store, retail location. But if you're in a separate state and you want to try and experience some of the best and the excellence, hit the link in the bio. Short and sweet. Thank you.
Good morning. I am Dr. McClarity, born and raised in a single parent home in Harlem, and I'm excited to brag about our business, which is a nonprofit. I want to talk about the kindness of celebrities. Over 450 celebrities, entrepreneurs, and public figures helped me. I am a teacher, principal, and professor. I created the world's first reality classroom where I take inner city students around New York City to interview these celebrities, and then I flip their interviews and make it into an actual curriculum where I go into schools for 10 sessions as an enrichment program to connect the students to those individuals' careers. But what the students never know is that I guarantee to surprise them to connect with some of the people that they've written to. And I've interviewed um, several different people, A Boogie, Salt, Hillary from the Fresh Prince of Bel Air, um, Dr. Oz, Harry Connick Jr., Leon Robertson, Malik Yoba, Salt from Salt and Pepper, Katie Couric, Monique Walker, Dorinda Clark. Um, the list is really long, and I just would like for everybody to follow us. Go to our website, www.youngfacesmiling.org. Buy our digital products. I am also the first teacher, principal, professor who actually made those celebrities, entrepreneurs, and public figures into academic lesson plans. I made gym into a probability and statistic problem. I made Mama Jones into a English problem. I've made Don Peebles into real estate problems. But I basically just take their interviews and I flip it and put it into the content of things that students have to really learn in school. And it's an honor, and thank you for allowing me to be a part of this bragging. But it's really the kindness of all those individuals, 450, because not only did they give us an interview, but they did everything for free. Angie
But
Martinez allowed us to come to her place. Sherry Shepard allowed us to come to the View. Dr. Oz allowed 250 inner city students come for free VIP. The kindness of celebrities have just been an incredible experience. And thank you again. And I'm sorry I took a long time.
oh no, tell us again.
You dope. I'm following you now. That was fantastic, actually.
Yeah, please tell us again your name and where you calling from.
I'm Dr. McClarity, and I'm from Harlem, born and raised. And I have a
Okay.
nonprofit. I've, like I said, we've been in probably like 35 schools. I did a little drop in different states, but mainly in the New York City public schools. I was once a teacher administrator. I quit to start my own nonprofit with my mentor, Dr. Ellie Wiesel Young, because I was a bad kid growing up in Harlem, and I just had to, give back.
Well, come on down here to Atlanta. We'd be happy to have you.
I've been
That's
trying for a
dope.
long time in Atlanta, but it's a different ball game. They don't just let you bring your programs in there. So if anybody can bring me to Atlanta, I flew maybe 4 times to go out there to get into schools, but it's not that easy compared to New York City.
I commented
So,
on
so
your profile. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say just tell Dr. A that a few people are talking in the chat that they're trying to follow you and get more information. So when you come off stage, check the chat. There's some people that want to reach out to you.
Yeah, I'm one of them. So yeah, check your last post. I commented, but I definitely am interested in partnering because I have a global program. So it doesn't matter the state because mine's online. So, but definitely for
So
the young people.
please introduce yourself and tell us where you're calling from.
Sure. Well, I didn't want to cut in front of like some of the other ladies said they were going to go, but I can go now if you want me to. It's up to you.
Okay, now you're right. Ladies first. Who's next?
Hey, I'm Tiffany from Texas, Fort Worth, Texas. I'm
Welcome.
trying to be quick. So I'm a media server programmer for live corporate events, and I have never been in a room where there's a lot of people that work in live events on the production side and all of that. Besides DJs and stuff. So I've done a lot of things. I have my own company. I have my own services for media server programming. If people don't know what that is, have you ever seen an award show with artists performing? And then, can anybody hear me?
Yes, I'm just saying, take your time. You can't brag quickly.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So media server programming is basically when you have an artist performing, if you've seen the award show or anything, and then you see the content on LED screens behind them, that's just given extra, pizzazz or whatever that goes with their performances. I do a lot of that for corporate events. It makes good money. I even build the servers. I build everything. People contact me to help build. They're basically computers with, a bunch of parts you need for specific things. But anyway, it's not a lot of people who, especially Black women, who do what I do. I've not seen one actually, but I like to get in the mix with people in live events in general, but I have not been over to the live event music side. I've just been in corporate for like 10 years. So I was I want to experience some concerts, some tours. I've only went on one tour, which is Disney Junior Dance Party Live, but that was less eventful because they were racist and there were a lot of druggies, and I only stayed 1 month and then I left. But stuff like some Black artists, I was trying to figure out if anybody who works in live events can have any insight to give me on how to move over to the concert side. I know corporate side is good and it's stable, but I want to experience some of that fun stuff.
Thank you for
Well,
that.
I'll tell you what. Hold on. High Rise, right? So High Rise,
Yes.
I know it's a few people here on the stage that are in live entertainment. I know Dre, Noel, it's a few people. So if you can follow them, guys, y'all follow her. And if y'all can connect with her on the side, that would be fantastic. So let's make this beneficial for everybody. So let's make it happen. We appreciate you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely. How I
Gary.
just followed you.
Oh, perfect. Hey, Gary, it's 10:30. I know you're already doing it, but I just want to let people in the audience know because they're asking. At 10:30, that's when we start bringing people up from the audience to participate in today's conversation. This is open to everybody. This is not just for the special few who are on stage. So if you want to come up on stage, please raise your hand. Gary will get you up here on this stage. So, Gary, do your thing.
Queen Mo, welcome back.
Oh.
What would you like to brag about this morning?
What I would like to brag about was Monday was
forget about
my
Jason either, Gary.
birthday.
For sure.
Monday was my birthday. I'm 45. I had a goal of 4,000 subscribers. I would like to achieve that goal. Also, I have a company, I Am My Sister's Keeper LLC, where I help women get their mind, body, soul, and spirit together. Thank Isaac for allowing me to support the platform. I love it here, even though I didn't reach my goal as of last Friday. I just my goal is to help. Also, I sell Avon, and I'm on here 24/7. I don't even think I sleep. I be on here so much, but I just wanted to brag about that. I do have a company, and my passion is to help women get their mind, body, soul, and spirit together. Help people, in spaces to be seen. Those who are not seen or are not heard, not valued, and seen from. And I do other things as well. I sing as well. So that's it. That's all. I love fan base, but I'm just here.
You are more than just here. We appreciate you. Thank you for that.
That's a fact.
All right, Jason, go for it.
Okay, I'm the billionaire maker, free trips taker. I got A's in all my classes. They called me a brainer. My dad won scholarships. I won 7 scholarships. I teach 7 biblical principles that made me hot as this. I worked at Microsoft when they had the most cheddar. Bill Gates came and talked to us and said I could do better. 2 kids in 99 sold 1 domain for $1 million. And I said, that's insane. I knew the best investment you could make wasn't shares, because even our receptionist was a millionaire. She got hired early and bought Microsoft shares. That's why Microsoft had the most millionaires. So I said to my manager, I have an idea. I'll be an ace like Gates and start my company this year. I do poetry the best, so I'll outsource the rest. But I need your help. Can you write me the best business plan and I'll give you a free share and I'll write my target resume and plan my whole career. But she said, no, there's no way that I can help. If you have an idea, you have to write the plan yourself. I knew sharing shares would generate the most wealth, but I also knew at 22, I couldn't write the plan myself. Only the best businessman could write the best business plan. But God had a plan to give me the best plan. So the Gideons came to my class in grade 3, said if I read the Bible daily, God will bless me with the best destiny. So since grade 3, I've studied the best business plan. If Jesus was the Christ and the best businessman, I want to share my shares with all humanity. But FREEshares.com wasn't free. So then I spelled it PHREE like Humphreys. Then I realized Christ was so nice, he saved the best sites for me. But when I told my mom about the other 3 domains, she saw me max my credit card and thought I was insane. I spent 2 weeks in the psych ward. They didn't understand. And when they strapped me down and drugged me, I forgot the plan. But I survived, and at the age of 45, I got $1 million sale. And I remember the plan from 99 was divine, so there's no way that it could fail. It's been a long time since 99. I blew my mind 4 times, but I survived. Now I get to fulfill my purpose and create billionaires working for free shares. And next decade, run for prime minister, just like I wrote about in grade 5. Boom. After the dream comes to plan. Think freely. I teach 5 steps to freedom from emotional abuse and misuse in pre-engagement counseling, 7 biblical principles for success in life that won me 7 scholarships, and
Okay.
7 steps to entrepreneurship millions. I'm on a 7th step. I help young people win scholarships, and I have the most valuable domains in the world since 1999. And the last one I've launched is freedomacademy.com. And we're doing a movie project, going to the Caribbean on a cruise this December. All my stuff is on my website. So thank you very much for having me share. And I am running for Prime Minister of Canada next decade. I'm done.
That's dope,
Well,
bro.
damn. Hey, he earned that follow. Shit.
Mic
Right.
drop. I can
Gotta follow him after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. Thank you for that, sir. All right, ladies first. We'll keep along going with that. Louis, St. Louis, welcome back. Hey.
Hey, peace and love, family. So I facilitate yoga and sound healing, and I'm starting to do yoga retreats. So my first yoga retreat is in Costa Rica in November 1st through the 8th. So it's yoga and sound healing. We'll do a combination of vinyasa, hatha yoga, yoga nidra, ecstatic dance. It's open to both men and women because I found that a lot of times people just want to either cater to women or they want to cater to men. And the problem with the destruction of the Black family is that we're always separated. So we really need to be coming together, healing together. And I've always loved co-ed retreats myself. So that's why I want to host a co-ed retreat. One of my facilitators is also a man as well. So we'll have that perfect combination of that rest as well as sorry, I'm walking my dogs. I'm out of breath. So we'll have a perfect combination of rest and that work. And Costa Rica is beautiful. We're going to be on the Caribbean side, the Caribbean coast of Costa Rica. I've actually taken a social media break, so I'm back now. I was living in Costa Rica for 3 months and fell in love. I want to bring people out there. I really feel like we as a people need to experience how it feels to be out of this country, the freedom that other Black people experience in other countries, and really that joy. Because a lot of times our joy is muffled by everything that's going on around us. And so this is the perfect opportunity to restore, reset, and become clear on, our goals and how we are building and how we're growing together. Yoga retreats always bring a certain type of people together. And I always find that when I go on yoga retreats, that I meet people that I communicate with and I talk to forever. Like I meet long-term friends on retreats. So this is an environment that I'm looking to build, that I am building. This is just the first of many. We're going to have more in Costa Rica because that's where I'm relocating to. And also in other parts of the world, Bali, Peru. So follow me at Flowing with Fluid or Miss Fluid on here. I will be bringing back my sound baths. I call them breathe breaks. They're once a week. We were doing it on Wednesday. My schedule has changed a little bit, so I have to figure out a new day and time that's going to work to bring back those breathe breaks. But it's very important for us to take that time to breathe and
Mm.
that's it. So, yeah, follow me, Miss Fluid, and then also my website is www.flowingwithfluid.com, and that link is in the bio. So,
That is amazing. Well, I'm looking forward to
So
you
yo,
bringing to Atlanta because I mean we are the Costa Rica of the South. So
I really want to make it to Paradise Park, the Black Owned Yoga Retreat Center there. So, yeah, I will be there sooner or later.
blessings. Thank you for that.
yo,
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate you always being here every week. Let's see.
Adrena.
I can
I'm
go.
here. I'm
Yeah,
ready. I'm
get
ready.
get
Ready.
Hollywood and Tip.
Hollywood.
Yeah,
Back my
yeah. So, what's going on, everybody? My name is Hollywood. I am a host, a singer in the theatrical world. Just completed, I think, my 10th tour with Drumline Live, which is I'm on the creative and leadership team for that. So, the first thing for that is we're debating on putting a period on this year's tour in Atlanta, the second weekend in April. We're considering Buckhead Theater, so just be on the lookout for that. If you don't know what Drumline Live is, it is basically the HBCU marching band style, except on stage, like what you would get at a halftime show from a football game. We took it from 12 minutes, stretched it out to 2 hours. We are Hollywood is in the industry. We are Hollywood's marching band. We're the marching band that was behind Beyonce at Coachella. We just did the latest what's that guy's name? Travis Scott's video. We've done work with Sierra, J. Cole. We did Captain America, so many different things. So that's Drumline Live, and I'm the host, the face of that company. And then I started my own um, Ultimate Legends Tribute, which is a tribute show from 60s to 80s soul music pioneers only. Their career didn't start or flourish in the 60s to 80s. We really don't sing their music. We are doing something on April the 2nd. It's called Rhythm and Brews at Hip and Hops, which is the first black brewery in Georgia, in East Atlanta Village, where I'm just hosting and I have a DJ. We're going to go through some great music, and we're working towards a mini festival on for Juneteenth on the 21st. June 21st, a mini festival in Decatur, looking for sponsors and different avenues of marketing. But our principal tribute artist will be Stevie Wonder. If you know Shalea Fraser, she just got off tour with him. That's who we're working with to get down here, and we're doing it in the field. So we're trying to get at least 1,000 people out there. But just look for it, Ultimate Legends Tribute. I'll be posting it on my page soon.
Blessings, Hollywood. Thank you for that.
Appreciate it.
Can I go next?
Uh,
I'm after Tiff.
yeah.
I've been asking for a while.
Yes, please.
Okay, I know. Oh, Tiff, you can go.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna make it quick. All right. So I'm Tiffany. I am the owner of Atlanta Prosecco Van. I just actually announced my rebranding as Sip Society to help include the NA community. So bringing people together over sips of coffee, tea, mocktails, cocktails. So I do that. I am also do bar management consulting. So if you have a bar or know of a bar that is suffering and needs help on rebranding their or keeping staff and finding new staff to help elevate their bar, holla at me. Also, I am the GM over at the upper room at Ponce City Market. We're on the second floor inside Citizen Supply. We promote and only serve Black owned brands. So, Jermaine, holla at me. And his lemonade is really good. I had it years ago, and I'm sure it's still the same. So, if you haven't got it, please go get it. But
Ow.
if you if you are interested and want to support Black owned brands, please come see me at the upper room. And if you have any weddings, corporate events, private parties that you want to do, I have my new truck that will be ready by April, and we'll be in the 4-day parade to show it off. So yeah, if you need a bar, holla at me.
Hey,
Nice.
All right, I'm next. My name is Adrena Monet, and I do a few things. One known for being a really dope personal assistant. I've done that over the years for like over 2 decades worth of time for my own clients. I've also been the right hand to senior enlisted and officer ranked officials in the military when I was in the Navy, because I'm also a Navy veteran. As far as my clients I've had entertainment clients, from a DJ, having been on a piano scene in Atlanta, and also have been on tour with Jamie Grace and her family some years ago. Have been on tour, having done festivals and whatnot, and helping keep the whole operation of artist clients running smoothly behind the scenes. And then I'm just really gifted in that space. So it's beyond physically being present. Um, I've managed clients' households before, as far as like the house management side of things, and then doing errands for them, traveling with them. Um, just I'm super organized and whatnot. So it's just a really gift, my presence and whatnot in a client's life as a personal assistant. And then I am currently looking for a really dope client. I need to actually talk to Dre. I know Dre's busy, so if I could if I could have a bit of time talking to Dre at some point, that'd be awesome because we have some really cool stuff in common. And I know I could be an asset to somebody that is in your circle, whatnot, Dre. And then I'm also an environmental educator. Um, I know there are a number of people like in the alcohol industry and whatnot, and we don't think about the recycling of things and environmental damage that we do just as humans, unfortunately, day to day, whether in our personal lives at home or in business. And of course, a lot of us are in the entertainment space. So we have our mansion parties throughout the year, cookouts, festivals, um, networking mixers, and all those things. But when it comes to those events, um, big or small and intimate, you've got your crowd, of course. And of course, you have your beverages, sprites, just like your refreshments and all of that. Your food, of course, needs to be composted, and of course, everything else recycled. And you don't think about that, but if you have like a 1,000 person or of the festival and whatnot, you have 50,000 person festivals and whatnot. The environmental damage caused immediately during the fact and after the fact is tremendous, which of course yields to which leads to climate change and everything else. And it may sound like it's a daunting task to have a sustainability liaison and whatnot affiliated with like whatever you do as a business person, whatever your business is, entertainment or not. But it's actually really cool what happens and what recyclables can be transformed into. Glastonbury Festival, Citizens Festival. Well, I know Glastonbury Festival over in Europe. They like their whole thing is sustainable and they recycle from their countless guests that they have each year at their festival. So it's not impossible to have that dynamic put in place when it comes to again your house parties throughout the year, birthday parties and stuff like that. That all again have people traffic, of course, and of course there is um, the environmental aspect of things that needs to be greatly thought about. And so, yeah, I'm definitely an environmental educator and consultant, if you will, when it comes to solutions for your different operations as a business or someone that has events. So definitely check the link in my bio to contact me for those sort of what's it called services to be rendered and whatnot, or for me to refer you out to like a glass recycling pickup provider. And it was great sharing. Thank you guys.
Dope, dope, dope. Oracle, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Nick. I'm the Oracle Treehouse, aka the Intuitive Rebel Healer. I'm a healer, medical intuitive, Reiki master, Oracle card reader, tarot card reader. I'm recently, for the last 3 years, I've been practicing Qigong, and I have just started a room here on Fanbase. Actually, I'm doing what's called a Qigong challenge, a 100-day Qigong challenge, and I decided to put it here and do an audio space here for 100 days. I will open a room, and it's actually a Qigong practice watch party. We actually watch the routine that I do, and at the end, if you want to answer any questions about qigong, what qigong is, if you're wondering what qigong is basically the cultivation of energy breath work. You are strengthening your energy, your frequency, your vibration, your breath through movements, through using your mind and meditation. And yeah, I've started the room. It is a form of healing. So yeah, I'm gonna do that for the next 100 days. So if you want to drop in, it's gonna be from 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. that I do it. It's a 15-minute practice. So we're like, until the room grows, it'll be in and out type thing. But if you have questions, if you have concerns, please reach out to me, ask me. I've been, like I said, anything you do for 100 days, you're going to see some type of change in some way, shape, form, or fashion. For those of y'all who know me on this app, I'm always up here talking about energy, frequency, and vibration. I'm a follower of Tao. I believe we all have psychic and healing abilities. That's what another thing that I do. I teach people to reawaken those abilities because we all have we definitely have the ability to heal. When you get a cut, your body goes to work automatically, but you also have the ability to speed up that healing with your mind, what you think you become. As far as psychic abilities go, yes, we all have them in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Here in America, a lot of people are taught to debt that it doesn't exist or whatever like that. So some people are stronger than others. It just depends on where you come from. But you can reawaken them, you can sharpen them. So you can, at the very least, be hyper aware of what's going on and be able to read the energy and frequency and vibrations or read the room. That's another reason why I love these audio spaces, because even though we don't see each other, we can feel each other, we can sense each other, and that's the coolest thing ever. So yeah, follow me, subscribe to me. I have a lot of content up here talking about energy, frequency, vibration, how to develop your healing, how to develop your psychic abilities. I listen to binaural beats. If anybody's familiar with that, binaural beats is basically when you have one tune in one ear, one tune in the other ear, and then your brain connects those tunes together. And it's been proven that those uh, binaural beats have been connected to helping to improve your awareness. I'm not gonna say your psychic abilities. I'm gonna say your awareness. That's your
Awareness.
energy, frequency,
So
vibration. So yeah, so like I said, subscribe to me, follow me. If you have questions, concerns, comments, get in my DMs. And like I said, 100 days qigong practice, morning 9 a.m. to 9:30 for the next 100 days. Thank you again, Gary and Nick. I land.
No problem. Thank you. You dope too, and I definitely didn't know what that word was you used. So I'm glad you defined it because I didn't want to be the only person that was like, so
Qigong.
what is that? Yep. Oh, he moved just a lot.
yeah,
My bad. Yeah, it was Qigong. So I didn't know what that was. So I appreciate her explaining what that was, and that's super dope. And I'm gonna have to catch you on one of these mornings for sure. Um, we got. Hey, listen, we got like less than 10 minutes left on the call. Gary, I know you got people on stage, so let's definitely get to them. But we are gonna do this again. So if you got your hands up and we were unable to get to you, y'all see how the call is flowing. It's definitely not on purpose. Deuce, I know you've been trying to get up here, and then there's THES.S.socialite. I would love to get you up here as well. So we're gonna try to squeeze y'all in, but we got a little less than 10 minutes left. But if we are unable to get to you, y'all go ahead and start throwing your businesses in the chat, please, and letting people know, what you do. So at least you get that off in the chat, so people can connect with you, even if you are unable to get up here on the stage. So Gary, you got it. You take it away.
sounds good. All right, Danielle Shante, welcome to the stage. Tell us where you're calling from. What would you like to add to the conversation? What you want to brag about today?
Great day, everybody.
Good morning.
It's so exciting to be here.
You sound a little echoey.
I'm not new to bragging about my business.
I'm sorry, Dan.
I'm echoey. Hold on.
You can come back to. Hello?
Is it better now? Hello? Is it
Yes.
better now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, much better. I was trying
Where
to
are you
go
calling
on
from?
the side of the door. They can hear me, so I had to be out of the door. But great day, everybody. I'm excited to be here. I'm from Chicago. I currently reside in Atlanta, Georgia. I am a serial entrepreneur. So I own a few businesses and I work on a few different types of projects. I have been working with Drew Fedora the past 3 to 4 years. She's an actress and musician. I'm on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and that's one of my current local projects. I also currently just started doing the country wang skit, which is fun. So actor is in my profile. Um, I am a master personal assistant. I am a mom, a Gammy, but for the most thing, I am a travel franchise owner. That's my big business. That's my baby. That's my wealth vehicle, and that's what I'm trying to share the most. To help people get out of poverty and to find a better way to generational wealth where they would not have had opportunity. So it's a black-owned company. It's called Planet Marketing, based out of Atlanta. Our founder and
Nice.
visionary is Donald Bradley. It's a black-owned company. We are 130,000 strong in our organization at this time. So we've been growing super fast over the past 9 years. And it's just an extraordinary opportunity for ordinary people to make above average income and build generational wealth. It's a generational company that you do get to air the 5 areas of your choice when you leave the world. Wherever you're making at that point will go to your children's children's children. So that was exceptional for me. I also work in the education space. I'm a special education teacher, and I work at a high school. So everybody who's talking about their educational endeavors, helping the kids, that's big on my list of things to do. I'm always here every day seeing the need. So I have an organization called Help Teachers Help Kids, and we give back to the kids, in need, the homeless children, clothes. We take donations of clothes and things like that all the time to be able to help out the needy children because it's rough going to school and raggedy and hungry. So yeah, I do all of those things, and I need to get a rap like Homie Freedom Academy because I'm so out of breath trying to talk about all
We
my
all
stuff.
do.
I can't put it in a rhyme, honey, because this is a lot.
Yeah. We all
Marketing,
need a rap.
marketing.
In real life, we all need a rap. So that's just a surface, and I know we run out of time, so I don't want to take it all up. But I'm so happy to be a fan base. I'm new to fan base. I just started my page. I don't really have that many followers, so if everybody could follow me and we can network, I put my YouTube link. I put my link tree in the chat. So we can network, get this money, help these kids, build this generational wealth, get our people out of this cycle of poverty, because it's sad, and it don't have to be like that.
Agreed. We
So
appreciate you.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank you
man.
for the space. Thank you for the time to share. Thank you. It's nice being here with my people.
Yeah,
I appreciate it. And y'all have a good rest of y'all day.
Absolutely. You too. Thank you.
ma'am. All right. Let's see. Deuce.
I'll take a go.
Oh, Vanny, please. Welcome back. And then
Thank you.
after that, then
All
you up here.
right. Hey, everybody. I'm just a little excited because, well, I'm a media buyer, social media manager on the brand and personality side. We just had a bunch of folks on the Disney cruise and the Shea Moisture brand trips that we had done. I work with like personalities, bookings, installations at different events. So if anybody's into that kind of stuff, definitely hit me up. And on the side, I like to teach people how to properly use their social media in order to market themselves. So I have a class happening sometime next week. I dropped the link in the chat. People I have worked with. I was Damon John's social media manager for a little while. I worked with, and in that we did Black Entrepreneur Day for 3 years in a row. Won some Webby awards for that, which is pretty cool. Um, and yeah, a whole bunch of other people. I don't know. I'm bad at the brag part, but I love to properly build their funnels and all that sort of stuff. And that's it. I'm excited to be here with everybody. Everybody have a good and happy Monday. Bye.
Hey. All right, we got 3 minutes left. I want to get. I know you got a few people up here, Gary. I want to make sure we get to them. So if we need to go a minute or two over, I want to make sure we do it. Like I saw somebody in the chat mention it. We got a lot of talent in this room, a lot of intelligent people in this room, a lot of creative people in this room, a lot of people who all of us, you know what I'm saying, in one form or another can connect with. So I hope y'all are following each other's, and kind of connecting here on the platform, because it's about 4 people for sure that I've heard on this call that I could utilize like ASAP. So I've already been reaching out to y'all on the side. So I hope you guys are doing the same. Let's get these last few in, Gary, and then we'll wrap it up.
For sure. Let's see. Deuce, go for it. Welcome to the stage. Tell us where you're calling from.
Good morning. I'm calling from New Bern, North Carolina. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. So excited to have you. Go on, brag a bit.
Oh no, we lost. Wait it all.
All right.
Can I go real quick?
Hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Go for it, Deuce.
Okay, really quick. I posted in the chat my link to it's called Powering the People is Grassroots. I am your political bestie. I'm running for a House of Representatives seat in North Carolina, first African American woman. I'm an elected official, sit on the governor's board. Politics is so important. Everything you talk about up here deals with politics, taxes, everything. If you're not interested in it, please share it on your platforms because I want to give the knowledge. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this, and I'm giving you great information on how you can organize in your communities. And if you're interested in running for government, all this information is included. I dropped it again, but please, this is important. We cannot sit out even though we want to and we're exhausted. There's a lot going on and we need to make sure we handle our business. Black, black, blackity black.
Hey, following you now.
Hey, is that if I go? What's up, y'all? So my name is Sid Linus. By day, I do a lot of own my own business as far as like courier and delivery. So I own my own business that way. But then I also own a business called CRD Media. So creatively, for about 10 years, I ran a record label. Me and my brother, where we work with a lot of indie artists out here in the Midwest and in Minnesota. We booked national and international tours, things of that nature. After we stopped doing that, we had a radio show / podcast out here in Minneapolis during the time of George Floyd and the COVID and things of that nature. But in 2025, we're just looking to, right now we have a digital website, as a news website called virtue.news because we're dabbling a lot into politics. So we have a news website called virtue.news, and it gets updated every day about the most popular news in politics, sports, pop culture. And then I'm just digging in on Fanbase, putting a lot of content up on Fanbase, and I'm going to try to get really deep into AI. We're working on that because we want to start working with a lot of companies and brands to put together, whether it's long form or short form content with AI to help out with commercials or help out with musicians with their music and things of that nature. So that's what we've been working on. But I appreciate y'all. Peace.
Sir, appreciate that, Sid. Paige, welcome back to the stage.
Thank you for having me. My name Chris Page. I'm owner of Custom Cuts and Styles, which is a barbershop, and then Page Barber Supply, which is a barber supply business. I'm located in Jackson, Mississippi. I've been a barber for over 25 years, a licensed barber instructor for about 17 years. Also, I have a cosmetology license because in the state of Mississippi at the time they were separate. Um, I have a website. You can order from the website. Also, a little something about barbering that a lot of people don't know is back in the day, barbers used to be uh, surgeons. So we used to perform tooth extractions and minor surgeries. So that's
Wow.
why you used to see the barbers in the white jackets and just like a doctor or something like that. That's why, because back in the day we used to do that. So the next time you go see your barber, put a little respect on it because we used to be surgeons also. I ship uh, around the United States. I've also shipped to Puerto Rico and Hawaii also. So, you know, my clippers the clippers I sold may or may not have you've been used to cut pit bull in Puerto Rico. And also I've shipped to Atlanta before. So my clippers may or may not have been used to cut Lil Baby, Lil Strappy, and Andre 3K. So that's kind of what I have. And if you need to reach out to me, you can find me on Fanbase, website, all my information in my bio, and that's kind of what I have.
Appreciate that, good brother. Appreciate you being on here with us every week, man. Thanks for sharing. Definitely find out who's using your products, my brother. Like have them use some testimonials or something. Get that proof, man. That's social currency. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wait. Uh, the socialite. I'm saying your handle correctly.
Hello?
Hey, tell us where you're calling from and what would you like to brag about today? Then we'll
Hey.
get some other people in as well. Since we're I don't mind going a few minutes over.
Can you all hear me?
Yes, ma'am. After you, we
Okay.
have
Okay. I run my name is Sim. I run a blog slash online store called BSS Socialized. For now, I do plan expand. I do plan to expand my vision. Within the next 2 or 3 years, I do have a roadmap. I'm an artist in most sense of the words. I'm a musician. I draw. I can sketch. I do music. Not professionally, but casually. Um, anyway, uh, I run the blog and online store, and like I said, I'm currently working on an article series in press release form. Just
dope.
put a spotlight on black-owned businesses slash minority businesses that don't get a lot of traction and things like that. I did a few. You can see on my website for Pretty Skin. I recently did one for a brand called Sesson Beauty for body oil that they have. Um, my current roadmap is basically trying to, get more sales, get my brand off the ground so I can grow into other things. I have a uh, fitness and slash spring collection that I'm trying to get out in the next couple of months. I made a. Are you guys still with me?
Yes, ma'am.
The room. Okay, the room cut out. I'm trying to get all of that out. I sell multiple things in my store. I'm currently working on, getting some new pieces out and trying to revamp my store. Um, one of my products that I have is a mug that I made for Black History Month. I know that's ended, but basically I have these mugs that when you heat them up, pour your hot water, coffee, whatever it is. The mug has little reactive elements that reveal a design once they get hot enough. So that's been pretty cool to a lot of people. I made one for Black History Month, and I posted a video of that in action in the chat. But basically, roadmap is to expand my brand across different channels, create a fashion line. I purposely kind of made my well, not purposely. I kind of geared my logo to like something that could be, um, multifaceted, something that could remind you of something like a luxury brand. Like you see Gap, you see
Yes.
Tommy Hilfiger, you see Polo, you see Ralph Lauren, and I wanted to like kind of gear it towards that because I'm currently trying to expand to merch, to fashion, to different things like that. Um, Within the roadmap, I do want to launch a magazine as well within the next 2 or 3 years. That's still a long way off, but it's one of my goals. But basically, my main focus right now is just getting more sales, getting more revenue so that I can grow. This helps me to get more samples in for my clothing.
And where find your
More opportunities.
how can they support your business?
Well, you can support by just purchasing from our store. This is a one-man show that I'm doing. I'm running everything by myself, funding everything by myself, mainly with my job. But if you guys want to support, the cheapest thing in my store is like $15. But just like buying stuff, it helps me to, get more samples out um for my clothing, for things like that. So I can grow and, reach my next milestones and, all of that.
It's an
So
online.
yeah. Yes, it's online. It's not brick and mortar. That is kind of a goal that I want to pursue as well.
Drop the website for the people.
Website is www.thesssocialite.com. And for my collection that I'm putting out, hopefully in the next 3 months, this spring or summer, um, the first 50 to 100 people who join my newsletter, they will get a discount on that. So if you want to keep up with the news and keep up with what I've got going on, you join my newsletter. And
Thank you for
I
that.
try to send I try to send emails out frequently, but like I said, it's a one man show. But that's pretty much it for me. I'm
Appreciate-
sorry.
Thank you for that. Thanks for sharing. DS, tell us where you calling from. What would you like to brag about today? DS going once. DS. All right. Well, is there anyone else on stage that would like to brag about their business? Good morning, Tosh.
Dang, I ain't even press it good. I'm just playing. Hey y'all, happy Monday. I'm so excited to hear people actually talk about what they do. Y'all already know that brings me joy. I wrote down my little script so I can stay on topic and get this done in like a minute. So, I'm Natasha and I am an amplifier. My ideology is that bold ideas creates growth. I take the simplest concepts and create business ideas. So I run a global growth marketing hub and agency called the Bread Aisle, where we work with e-commerce brands that generate at least $20,000 to $30,000 daily. Our creatives are currently being seen in over 8 different countries through social media paid ads. Also, if you didn't raise your hand to come on stage today because you're challenged with what to say or not sure how to introduce yourself, then you need to go right now to askmewhatIdo.com. I have a super dope apparel brand called My Networking Apparel. It is the official home to Ask Me What I Do apparel. We help people get confident about what they do and make networking more than an event. So, I just enjoyed everybody that got on stage. But if you were challenged today with, I want to raise my hand, but I did not, you can go to askmewhatIdo.com. I write blogs often. And I basically just make sure that you know how to network, you understand what tools you need to network, and help you build that confidence that you need to get out there. Because to get on this stage and talk about what you do, that's confidence, that's boldness, that's ambition. And I can hear it in all of your voices while you're talking about what you do, regardless if you had a script out, written out off the top of your dome. It may not sound it right, but you did a good job, and I'm proud of y'all.
Natasha, you got to get I want to raise my hand, but I didn't.com. That's another one for you. Yeah. My
Definitely
wife
need
and
to
I
get
was
that.
my wife and I was sitting here. She was like, I like her. if my wife say something, that means somebody is really good. She was like, oh, I like her. I was like, yeah,
Yes, so we need to connect then. Tell her I said, hey, good morning.
she's sitting here. Just hit me in a DM.
I will.
All right. Well, I think that was a perfect way to close out with that energy. Unfortunately, we are an hour-long program, so we can't get to everyone. Not while everyone takes sufficient time to brag about themselves the way they deserve. But hopefully next time. Like you said, there will be a part two. Hopefully at some point we'll get a chance to do an in-person networking event. Based around fan base. I'm sure it's coming. Like once they get through this series 2 and 3 and 4 and 5.
You're crazy.
Yeah, sure we'll get there so everybody can shake hands and high five and get to know each other in person. But yeah, man, next week, Monday, 10 a.m. we'll be here. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to Nick Love. Shout out to Isaac, who's doing his thing in a major way, raising a lot of money, building very quickly, very efficiently, I should say. I appreciate what he's doing. So yeah, make sure you all link with a friend and have lunch this week and think creatively.
Get tired of hearing all those series, Gary. Series A, Series B, Series Z.
Straight up.
Series 1, 2. They be asking me, what series is this company on? I don't know, man. I can lose track of the series.
It's the 15th iteration, Yeah,
Shout out to you too, Gary. That's a good room.
Yeah, man. Blessings, bro. I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys for listening. Thanks for jumping in the chat. Thanks for following us. Thanks for dropping all of us loves on stage. Of course, I try to drop all of you all love when y'all get on stage. But yeah, so return the favor. Jump in someone's DM. Show them some love. Get them paid. Let's get rich. Appreciate you guys. Love Durant. Appreciate you guys.
Peace.
Peace,
Peace.
y'all.
Shout out Noel. Shout out Hollywood. You should definitely end the tour in Atlanta or kick it off in Atlanta or have a residency somewhere. Because, this is, the Costa Rica of the South.
This is the home. We're doing what we can. We got a meeting tonight at 8 p.m. to kind of go over some final things like how much this is going to cost the company and and the marketing. As long as I'm confident that we're putting enough behind the marketing, we're gonna be in Atlanta, baby, second weekend in April.
Love it. All right, cool. Well, I appreciate you all. Like I said, be creative. Take a friend out to lunch. Enjoy life today. Peace.
Swipe the screen, see the dreams expand. Profile shining like jewels in the sand. Onboarding sweet like a chef with a pan. Cooking up engagement, the number one fan. Tap the love currency of the soul. Hearts unlock, spaces filling the scroll. NFTs, nah, this heart straight gold. Data-driven art, but the feeling's never cold. Upload stories like Picasso drops paint. Each frame's a gallery, flex what you ain't. Algorithms listen, but the love ain't faint. No middlemen here, just brilliance unrestrained. Step in the lane where creators roam. Every upload another brick to the throne. Digital love, building blocks you own. Connection ain't a rental, this right here's home. Yeah, step in the lane where creators roam. Every upload another brick to the throne. Digital love, building blocks you own. Connection ain't a rental, this right here's home. Digital love, connection ain't a rental, this right here's home. This right here's home.